Hi all, welcome back to more Enemy Action Ardennes, playing the Allied Solo. This is my take 2. We're still on the 17th, and this will be part 14. Um, Again, days have passed, quite a few. Not as many as between the last two parts, I suppose. And as usual, I've not got much time here, so just getting this started. 3 or 4 cards left in the German draw pile. We have 1 card left, and it's our Impulse. Watch back part 13 seemed to be okay. Had no comments. Well, no comments saying anything had went wrong or had made a mistake anyway. So good. Just a comment from John Brown again that he still has doubts about the second X advance. But he does say that the crowd on BGG seems to agree, so you definitely have to just go that way. And then, yeah, I mean, he comments his doubts still stem from that if a unit advancing second X is a choice of Hex's part before the restrictions. I started thinking, could it not be that? I was trying to look at it, John, and sort of come up with some case where this could happen, but I'm getting a little confused with myself. I'm not keeping on top of it, I suppose. Too much time going by. I thought if maybe the first Hex they had advanced, and let's just say there was could it not be that the second Hex advance had a choice of advancing, like, say it was not counting primary or secondary forward route, right? Like, or into VPX or enable supply, and let's just say one unit had already moved in there with one of the options 2, I suppose. So you had a 1 to 6 roll there, and then or the choice between that and let's just say that was into a town or coastal army objective, and there's a 1 to 3 there. Then, obviously, if a unit advancing a second Hex, there's a choice of hexes to enter check for advancing the hex with the highest chance. So the highest chance is clearly that one, 1 to 6, over that one, 1 to 3. But to be honest, I'm maybe not quite following completely what it is you're looking at here. So I don't know if that's just me bundling my way through some explanation to it. And I mean, I did reply to John saying that his points are valid, and if this wasn't brought to my attention, this bit, I would have been the same. I would have been saying, that's how it should be, whatever. And I also carried on with, maybe we need higher authority, and really you need Mr. Butterfield to be looking at something like that. Did comment on the fact that Martin hasn't said anything. Now, he might not be watching this video, but he also never commented on the question on BGG, which tends to make me suggest that he's looked at the question, Nico's answered the question, and he's felt like he doesn't need to add anything because he agrees with that interpretation. So we'll continue going with that, but you never know, John. We might find something more in the future about this. But anyway, thanks for your feedback on it anyway. And, like I say, I do understand, and I agree with you. In some ways, it's just, I suppose the words when they were pointed out to me, the way it was written, did make me think. Anyway, let's just leave it for now. And if something comes up later, we can talk about it then. Okay, so yeah, our Impulse. Where's my card? Right, well, let's get a quick Impulse. We might actually get a German Impulse started. So we're going to play the 5th core card and deploy all core reserves. There is 2 of them. Here, one's an elite unit from the 1st division. That's right, isn't it? And one's a regular unit from the 9th division. Okay, so I think I spoke previously about how I was going to go about this, but I can't remember. That was that long ago. So I'm going to play this card and deploy them. Now, they're both on the 17th, which are on the 17th. No, right, yeah, so I can't deploy them strategically anyway. Is that the right wording? Strategic deployment? I think it might be. I want to be heading for rule 7 somewhere, I think. 7 something. Yes, standard and strategic, yeah. Okay, so we can only deploy them with standard. So within the unit's core area, in a road hex, a valid supply head, at least 3 hexes away from a German unit or German town or city, excluding isolated German units. Now, the von der Heid unit is not isolated, so he comes into this, and that's the whole burden of the von der Heid unit, is getting some of these units deployed. It gets in the way. The distance is reduced to 2 hexes if placing the unit on map edge hex, and then not in or adjacent to a hex occupied by a German detachment marker. Okay, and then once I place one of these, they don't need to stack because they're from different divisions. Alright, multi-unit deployment, reserve units. When deploying reserve units from different divisions, you may deploy them in any sequence. The moment I use it placed, it's considered in play. Right, so yeah, and within the restrictions, within 3 hexes of a unit in the same division, if this is not, yeah, this is the thing. I think I found it not possible. No, I think you're lying, Grant. I think you must be lying. Because maybe this was for something else. Because surely 1, 2, no, maybe not. Maybe not. Because the von der Heid is there, this would be 1, 2, 3 away from somebody in his, well, no, hold on. We've got a 1st Division unit and a 9th Division unit. Let's bring them onto the card at least. I know you're not seeing that, but there we go. Right. So ideally, well, if we look to deploy the 1st Division unit, there's the 1st Division unit here. The 9th, I'm not sure. That's 99. That's 99. That's 99. That's cavalry. That's 2nd. So yeah, I think we've only got one from the 1st. So I'm guessing the 9th aren't in play yet. Yeah, there's 2 of the 9th units still to come in. So in actual fact, I probably, well, no, I don't think it matters, does it? Thing is, I don't think I can deploy them 3 hexes. I mean, if I was going to deploy this guy first, he wants to ideally be 3 hexes from his own division. I can't do that because the von der Heid unit is interfering here. Yeah, maybe it is a case that 1, 2, 3. See, that's only 2 away for the von der Heid, so it's not any good. Now it needs to be on a road as well, so I can't go 1, 2, 3 and end here. No, you can't. In a road hex that is a valid Allied supply head, references 13.1 there. But I mean, it's not a road hex that, so surely that's enough. Although it is in a hex that's in supply. So I'm not, I think you must have been there before, Grant. I mean, come on, it does say in a road hex. In a road hex that is a valid Allied supply head. This is not a road hex, although it is an Allied supply. So I don't think we can reach this road. Can't reach this hex. Right, from its 3 count anyway. And none of these are going to get any better because of the von der Heid. I mean, this is 3 away from the von der Heid, but it's not 3 away from the 1st SS units. So yeah, I don't think we can do it and stay 3 away, which is probably beneficial to us because it means we're going to be able to deploy them further along, I think. Because if we can't be 3 hexes away from a unit in the same division, it looks at unit in the same corps, and we can't. That's the division, well, the division of the first one, and these are all in the corps. So I can't get 3 away from any of them. If this is not possible, then place the unit within 3 hexes of a unit in the same army. So that then allows us to bring in, well, this guy's not going to be any good, but allows us to bring in this guy, which is from the 18th, from the, what is it, are they the first army? I think. Are they? I think so. It's the ones down the bottom of the third army, like that. Anyway, whatever. So he's from the same army, so we could then find 3 from there, and if you go 1, 2, 3 to here, I can't go to Spa because that's 2 away. If I go here though, that's 3 away from the Wonder Heights, 3 away from that. I mean, I could go further back here as well. So I think that's what we're looking at doing, isn't it? Yeah, and it's got to be this. We've got to look at this guy. Oh yeah, another thing is it's got to be in his boundaries, so it's got to be north of that line. So, although I could look at 3 away from this guy, you can see that 1, 2, 3, I'm not able to get into the core boundary, so that's not any good. Can't go to Spa, like I've said. Could go to this hex here. And then once I place one of them, then the other one I could, for instance, well, I couldn't place it in Spa, but I could stretch out to Verviers or possibly go to Vermont. I don't know if I thought about what the best ideas were. Right, I just want to kind of move on things here and hopefully maybe get a German impulse started as well. So I'm going to go within 3 of that. So 1, 2, 3. So that guy goes there. Like I say, I don't think there's a legal placement looking at 3 from that. So I'm going to put him there. And then I probably just chuck the other one up in Verviers, that's what I think. Or do I go back to Vermont? I mean, the 5th Panzer Army... No, that's the 5th Panzer Army. Where's the 6th Panzer Army objective? It's here, is it? Yeah, that's the one that got moved about. And I mean, you could just place them both in that hex, Grant. Oh, why not play it safe and let's just put this other guy in Verviers. So I'll deploy him first, and then we deploy that guy. He's within 3 of a unit in the same corps. Yeah. Let's go with that, I think. Yeah, let's do that, and let's just push on and see if I can't keep this going. So that's the last our cards used. That goes in the primary discard pile. I can remove this. Not that it really matters, because we've not got any other cards to use anyway. And yeah, back over at the Germans then. That's our impulse over. I feel so unsure about everything I'm doing in this game now because there's that much time in between everything. I even pondered on stopping this because, like I said, I've got 2 or 3 other games that I'd like to play, and even if I'm not going to get to record it would be nice to have a free table. I mean, I maybe should take, I know I've got Mage Knight on the other table, and then there's the other side of the hill which I'd like to have a shot at. Civilization down below there I'd like to have a go at. The golf putting machine, well, that's another thing. But there's a few other games. Oh, and of course I never spoke about Fields of Fire Deluxe Edition. which I want to get that going as well. But I mean, at least I've played that before, so these are games that Fields of Fire I've played anyway. I haven't played these games at all, so Other Side of the Hill I really would like to do something with, but I probably would quite like to record that. Yeah, there's not an awful lot out there. There's a couple of solo bits on it. Anyway. Okay, let's try and keep this going anyway, Grant. I don't know. Maybe I'll stick at it, maybe I'll I will. No, I don't want to scrap this game. I don't want to. I mean, this was started on my special birthday and also the special birthday of the actual commencement of the battle. So, right, let's go. I think there's 4 cards here. So 58 core. That's primary. That's going to be the order. Yeah, there looks like there's 2 cards left. So that's the primary card. That is the supplemental card. So that's going to be the order. And is there an event? There is not. So no event to look at. Actually, let's just get that bit up. Yeah, sport card has an event. No, it doesn't. Yeah, okay, so we're going to leave that. It's got Reinforced Battle as its combat tactic, so no Assault Coronation, but still Reinforced Battle, something to consider. Activate all units in the core, right, 58. Yeah, okay, that's nasty. The Veal Sam, yeah, that's bad. Okay. Right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's an infantry unit down the bottom. So 4 mechanised units and 1 infantry unit. And they're all around Veal Sam. This is just a 1-step armoured unit. It's in the forest in Veal Sam. So okay, so we're going to activate them. 5th objective. They're from the 5th, yeah. There's our army objective marker. Sorry, there's no roadblocks adjacent to any of them. That's first step. And then check the location of the objective marker. It's not within 2 and it's not proximate. Is that right? There's no German unit proximate to it or within 2, so it stays where it is, right? Now I'm going to move the units. Okay. Now they're all I think they're all bound by 9.21A on page 27, which is: do not move a unit starting adjacent to a VP hex occupied by allied units with strength 5 or less, unless moving to another hex adjacent to the same VP hex. So, I mean, basically, if there was a better hex for them, like, this would, ideally, they would like to move into there, but they're not getting in there, because this would be not across the river, and it'd be an empty hex adjacent. Even this they would prefer, because this is, I'm saying they're not. Nah, they're not, because there's no road across there. The only way of getting into this hex would be if any of them started in there. Started here, actually. And the only way of getting into that hex would be... No, I think it's impossible to get into that hex. Yeah, because it's a surrounded hex, isn't it? So, it could just be that they're not going to do anything here. Based on their restrictions. Now, special moves, however. They ignore the restrictions, exit the map, move adjacent to the muse, not happening. Enter an empty allied VP hex. So they would do that and not care about the restriction. There's no empty allied VP hex that they can reach. Manhay is the closest, but yeah, can't get around to that. 1, 2, breaking zone control. 3, 4, need to stop. So, no. Yeah, so I don't think I need to look at any other movement methods then. Unless I can get them moving, like I say, into this hex or this hex. Well, hold on. Couldn't something move into that hex? I don't think that's getting closer to his army objective, though. Anyway, the army objective's along there. And also, this is an empty hex this guy's in. It's probably only him that could reach there. 1, 2, breaking zone of control, back in there. He could do that. But he's then going to want to adjust back into there anyway. So can we just ignore all the movement methods then and just move on? Yeah, I think so. I think this could be a nice, easy impulse. I don't think any of these units are going to move. Because even if that was getting closer to his army objective, which it's not, he's going to default back to 9.24 and adjust back to the empty hex. And neither of them can get, none of these units can get any of these two hexes. Pretty sure of that. Okay, right. I'm going to say none of them are going to move then. Okay, so let's check for attack. Now, it's not Assault Coronation, the support card. There is a support card with Reinforced Battle. So, checking Unit 1 is here. We've got 2, 3, and 4, and 5 is there. So, Unit 1, the lead unit. Checking for combat here. Attack. So the strength is 4, 5, 6. That's another 4, 7, 10 in there. So 6 and 10, 16 against 3. 16 against 3. He's in a forest, so it gives him +1. 16 against 4. He's not adjacent to supplied allied unit. So 16 against 4 is 41, isn't it? It is 41, so this attack's going ahead no matter what. No dice rolls, yeah. Equal to or greater than 41, conduct the attack. Okay, so these are attacking. So, in we come. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to get a reinforced battle. Well, you got to draw a card first here, Grant, as well. So what did I say? 16. So now it's 16 against 3. So our odds are 5 to 1 at the moment, and then you need to sort of you should check that first, just in case you get to the 9 to 1 and realise it's overwhelming. But it's not that. So 5 to 1. So we're going to draw combat tactic. Yeah, so they've got 2 cards left. We're going to draw one of them. And we get artillery. That was the 40, 50, 46 core. What ones are they? It's these ones there. Well, anyway, it's artillery. That means the reinforced battle is probably going to come in. So, well, yeah, we're just going to add. Well, hang on. Is there any reserves? No. Hang on. No, there's no reserves from the 58th. 47th, and that's the A core unit. So none of them. No, hang on. Before the reserves, we need to check if this is going to apply, which I think it is. Can we reinforce battle? Gentlemen, reinforced battle. When attacking, a unit is eligible to reinforced battle in the same army or as at least one attacking unit or already adjacent. So can that stack? They're from different. Can that stack reinforce? I think it can, can't it? So it needs to be from the same army. So that's why the Piper unit on top doesn't apply here. Or already adjacent to the defending units. A unit is eligible to reinforce battle. If more than one stack can reach, yeah. I mean, this guy could come. He could come in. This guy could possibly come in, maybe, but he's breaking zone of control. He's adjacent to this. But this guy could certainly. He's from the same army, and the layer unit underneath there could come in. But I think that stack, because they're adjacent, can activate as a stack. Yeah. So at one active or inactive stack that did not move or attack that could reach combat. If attacking unit stack moves adjacent to the hex under attack and may split up. Well, no, you can't. Because if one of them could jump across the river here, they would do, but because although that's then them attacking across river, it's an empty hex they're attacking from, isn't it? But they can't do that. No, because that zone of control is zone of control. So yeah, we're going to reinforce the battle. And bring these guys in. Bringing in another 8 strength. And then none of this is across river, is it? No. So 8, I had 16. So 8 is 24. So 24 to 3. Oh gosh. 3 8s. It's 8. 24 to 3 is... Sorry. Yeah, it's 8 to 1. That's slow brain working away there. Yeah, 3 8s is 24. So that is bang on 8 to 1. Okay, and then now well, there's no reserves like I'd said. We looked there, so there's no need for that. So chip pools are that's not a 3-stepper, is it? No. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So no 3-steppers. Elite turns it into 8. And 2 combat tactics makes it 10. This guy's in trouble, isn't he? I think we knew this was going to be a problem. Alright. Combat 1. Elites, 3 or 4 steps, no. Yeah, that's right. So 8 units. 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why am I only counting 7 units now, Grant? No, 7 units. 1 for elites, 8, and 2 for the combat tactics, 10. Yeah, that's right. So 8 to 1 odds and 10 chip pools. He's combined arms in a town in the forest. And we've no cards to play, so we can forget about any of that. Can I keep going here? Not really. I'm going to have to probably... Or shouldn't you deal with the attack? Well, I'm just going to pause it here and come back. Yeah, to be honest, I'd probably better pausing it just now. So I'll be back to finish us. I'm sure some days will go by here, but I've got the number set in, and I'll just continue from where I'm at. That's me hit 30 minutes as well. It seems seems a good place to leave it. So I'll be back soon. Ish. Cheers. Hi all. Right, just this is the continuation of part 14, I think it is. Whatever it says at the beginning anyway. So I think we've got 30 minutes in there. This is actually just the day after. Recorded that first half, so got a wee bit of time. Might get a bit of noise because it's really warm here, so I've got the window open. So yeah, I think we were just about to draw chits actually, weren't we, for this combat. So let's just get on with it, I think, Grant. I still feel like a little unsure about things just because I feel like I'm not spending enough time on the game. So yeah, attack of the 58th, and then this reinforced the battle, this stack. Oh, that was one thing I wanted to check, because I didn't consider, I know this was another unit that could reach, but surely I think the priority is low selector number, and that's a 10, that's a 7 though. Let's just make sure. If more than one stack can reach a combat, choose a stack that will not be attacking across a river. Well, it's not. And neither would this if it joined. Like I say, I think that's the only one from the army that could reach. And remember, this isn't from the army, this one, the first SS unit on top, but it's adjacent. Well, actually, that's not technically true, Grant. I'm just looking along there at these guys. This guy, I think, could reach 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He could indeed reach as well. And I tell you what, he's selector number 5. So yeah, I just had a wee thought. When I was at work the day, I was thinking, now did you completely check other things? What does it say? Because remember that last time, I thought maybe there should be some priority to say how much strength it is you're attacking with, but it doesn't say that. It says that one or more stack can reach combat, choose a stack that will not be attacking across a river. So that's not. This would come in here, or maybe even here as well, and not be attacking across a river. Possibly could reach here. I think it could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it could reach this hex too. So I think it could reach either of the 3 hexes, as could this one, but he's selector number 32, he's selector number 5. The other 2 across there are infantry and they're too far away. Then the stack that will cause an unsurrounded defender to become surrounded. Well, he's already surrounded, so no. Then the stack with the lowest numbered unit. Units that reinforce the German attack do not advance after combat. Well, just as well we revisited that then, because it's the same as before. So this stack is not going to be the reinforced battle. Which again, I spoke about this before, maybe. Don't know if this is something that Mr. Butterfield would consider as being an option. I'm sure this has probably come up in playtesting, you know, about how they decide that. I mean, this has got a total strength of 8 here. And then looks like we're going to be ringing this unit in, which is a strength of 2. It is moving this guy along, however, so yeah, so these numbers are going to be slightly different as well. So reinforced battle, it's going to be this unit, because it's selector number 5, that was 7, 10, that's 32. This is 28 anyway, but I don't think it could get down. Just popping down there are these 47 core units. This is infantry, can't reach this, 1, 2, 3, yeah, it's too far away as well, but it'd be vacating Bastogne anyway, so pretty sure it's not going to be able to do that. Yeah, so I think it's this unit here. So he's going to reinforce the battle, and he can reach 1, 2, 3, 4. He can reach this hex, or this hex. Neither of these hexes are empty, which it would 9.24 adjust into. Neither of them are across the river, and so I think it's just going to be the priorities, the tiebreakers, isn't it? I'll come back to 9. Let's do there. We'll come back to movement tiebreakers, I think. Movement method tiebreakers. Restrictions. And the restrictions apply as well, but he's not going to be breaking any restrictions, I don't believe. No. No, I don't feel like he will be doing that. So, if more than one destination hex meets the requirements of given movement method, I know this is reinforced battle, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, tactical adjustments come into it. These adjustments also apply to each German units moving via reinforced battle. So, yeah, I'm going to say that the movement method tiebreakers come into it as well. There's nothing else to. I mean, we've chosen priorities to select which unit is going to join, obviously, and that's now changed from these two to that. But the actual hex he moves to, so it wants to be closest to the unit's army objective, and then the compass direction. So there's these objective marker, and you can see it's got west on it. So I think it might mean that, well, yeah, I'm going to have to find it, and the cards are right in the way, aren't they? Because just this one being higher up, it might matter. Right, give me a second. Okay, well, it did need to be looked at. This is going to be 10 hexes away. This is going to be 10 hexes away. This is going to be 9 hexes away because it's right on the hex row that the objective marker's on. So that's the one it's going to move to. So 1, now remember, he'll still be looking for detachment options if he can. Yeah, I don't think he can reach anything anyway. He's going to leave 1 in the hex that he's departing from. So I could maybe get a bit closer on that now. Just what I had the objective marker in view at first. So we'll leave 1 where he is, and he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, actually, he can come down this road. It doesn't really matter, does it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there. So I'm going to put him down below because he can't advance after combat as well. So that was reinforced battle, and a detachment will be left there. I don't think. No, there's no restrictions broken with that. Not that I'm seeing. No, that's not possible, but there is one, but right, I can put these cards back in here now. So we're gonna have to. Well, I'm gonna have to check the dice again anyway. Check the numbers up, I should say. Okay, so we've now got. I can't remember. That's 10, I think. 10, 12, 14, 16. So it's 16 to 3, so it's 5. It's only 5 to 1. That's a big drop between, what was it, 8 to 1, wasn't that? Is that right? Because we had another 8, 16, 15, 8, 30, 22. We had 22. Have I counted that right? I feel like I've counted that wrong, haven't I? Or was it 32, Grant? It's 32, isn't it? 10, 12. If I'm not counting that guy underneath, 14, and it would have been another 8. 22 to 3. What am I missing here? I'm counting something up wrong, aren't I? Yeah, you are. If that's 10 and that's 2 grand, that's 12, that's 4, that's 16. So it's actually 18, but before it was 16 plus the 8 is 24. 3 8s are 24. It was 8 to 1. Right, we've not got that. So 10. Yeah, it's definitely 10. 10, 12, 16 plus 2 is 18 to 3. So it's 6 to 1. Right, that makes it a bit more. Makes more sense, that, doesn't it? 3 6s are 18. 18 to 3. Yes, indeed. Okay. And then for chip pools, I've still got elites anyway. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the units. 1 for elite 7. And 2 for the combat tactics is an R2 9. So whereas before we had 8-1 odds and 10 chip pools, we've now got 6-1 odds with 9 chip pools. Yes, indeed. Hang on. Okay, well, we've no cards left. We checked everyone else for reserves, and yeah, we were just about to start drawing chits. But just as well, maybe I took a break there to change that, because that was going to be wrong. And I think that's right. It came up before this as well, and there's nothing to say that you use the strongest stack. It specifically says that the priority is surrounding, and then what was it again? Not attacking across the river, then the stack that will cause an unsurrounded defender to become surrounded. None of them applied. Then the stack with the lowest numbered unit, and that was the stack with the lowest numbered unit, because that was a 5. Yes. Okay. Right. I'm going to draw 9 chits, 6-1. Now we are combined arms in the forest in a town, but I have to say, well, I was thinking it's just D1 that's going to eliminate it because I knew he was surrounded, but it will be D2 because he's in a town and he's going to soak one up. But well, the numbers went down slightly when I was considering it last night. So right, let's get the 9 chip pools in. Okay, first chit's not applying. It's combat engineer. Well, defender recon is the priority, but it's not a recon unit, and there was no combat engineers played, so good start for us. Well, there you go. That would have been nasty if the odds were still 8-1, a D3 result. The backside of that has less than 3-1 odds, so none of them apply again. So that's good. We've still got 7 to go though. Wow. Well, I'm very much liking the way this is going. So that's a D-2 City Forest. It's oh, hang on. Don't tell me. No, it's woods broken on the other side. Remember, it's a forest hex in the town. So town's not mentioned, but forest is. So D-2. So this is looking possible to get out of this, maybe, but it's still a few to go, 6 to go. Okay, you might start having some doubts about Grant's chip pool in here. No, I'm not messing about, guys. Yeah, D-3 up to now. Right, flank attack doesn't count. He is flanked as such, but remember he's in a town, so flank attack doesn't count. Grant's feeling the need to go and just double check that one. I don't care why. Just, I suppose, when you're away from the game, but I mean, flank attack does not apply if the defender is in a town or city. Okay, so 4 to go and we're looking sweet. And same again. Yeah, not drawing any of these odds to help them out. I mean, 6-1, you would think there's a high chance of drawing some that will help that out. And by the way, both the flank attack on the back have 1 hex attack, which doesn't apply either. So, what's that, 6? 3 to go. Okay, that's the first one in the Germans' favour, large attack or 16-17 attack. Well, it's both. It's the 17th and it's a large attack. So there's a D1 there, an A-1, which probably doesn't matter. But yeah, I still think we're going to scrape our way out of this. So 2 to go. Oh, they're fighting back now. Attacker elite. They are elite. Or attacker green on the back, which I think is the priority. But they've no green units, but they do have elite units. I still think we're okay, aren't we? Because we've got D-3. Well, we're sitting at D-1 at the moment. So, and we're going to soak one up for the town. So 1 to go. Just keep the camera rolling here. And we get another woods forest. Sorry, it's not woods, is it? Forest. Another forest chat, which is overkill for us now. Then, so the result is D-4 and then 2D1. So it's D-2 and A-1. So it's a whole lot of nothing, isn't it? Nothing to us, nothing to them. That was a really good result. Used up a lot of the forest chats though, which is worrying. However, I've got a blue chit in Mother Cup here. That can happen, can't it? How can that happen, though, Grant? I'm just looking at the other cup, and there's a blue chat in here. I get the feeling it can happen. How can it happen though? If it gets drawn, because if it gets drawn, oh, you know what? If it gets drawn, the rest gets shuffled in, and then it goes into the cup, doesn't it? Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, that's why it's in there. Okay, I was starting to worry and thinking I'd blundered there, but because there's 3 blue chats, isn't there? So I'm going to draw another one at some point, which will shuffle that one back in and put the other one out. Yeah, okay, that's good. Yeah, no artillery came up either there. So and these combat tactics go away. So not only that, we use the support card as a combat tactic. And I was thinking maybe I could just push on and finish this part, finish this day, because I've only got 1 German card left. We've got nothing more to do. That's 16 minutes. But then there is some end of turn stuff. Is there a lot to do end of turn though? Can't I just wrap this up maybe? Well, that's the end done, isn't it? The attack failed. There's no other units to look at. They all made a move. So, yeah, we're just straightening them up. That's their impulse done. Like I say, we have nothing more. We have no more cards in hand. So it's going to be back. The Germans need to. That's right. We need to go and finish their hand of cards. Yeah, just checking. Page 14. It's got the sequence of play. Repeat impulses. Repeat German and Allied impulses in the command phase until the German draw pile is exhausted. Yeah. Yeah, we have no cards left, but we need to keep drawing their cards. So let me see. At the end of the day. Where's repeat impulses? End of day phase, we're going to have to discard a hand, return combat chats this way. Check detachments for removal. That's the only thing. Which I could pause and, yeah, there's nothing. I'm not going to save. Well, it depends what this card does though, Grant. Because there's going to be another German impulse, isn't it? Okay, well, I'll tell you what, I'll draw the card and we'll see what it is, and then I can decide from there. If it's going to be a big impulse. So, what am I doing here? Yeah, I'm gonna draw the card. If there's 1 card left, if only 1 card is available at the start of German impulse, draw just 1 instead of 2 and use it as a command card. So this is a command card no matter what. Right, it's for 80 cores. It's the guys down the bottom. That should be pretty quick. It's want to activate all units in the core. Okay. Come on, Grant, you can do this. We can get through this, and then that way I'll finish this day on this part, and then next time I come back, we're on to a new day. Okay, so there's now hold on. There is 1 reserve unit in that core, so remember that. We've just got these 4 guys, and he's obviously the reserve is active as well. No roadblocks. Location of objective marker. Well, they've got the what's that? Core objective marker. There's an army objective marker though, so that gets checked. Is there a unit within 2 or proximate to it? There is not. A German unit, that is. And that needs to be, what is it? An allied unit needs to be. What does it tell me this? What does it tell you about the core objectives? Posting and removing a core objective. Core objective marker stays on its objective hex regardless of the proximity of German units until there are no allied units within 3 hexes on the marker. When this condition is met at the start of an activation of the core, the marker is permanently removed. Yeah, well, there's allied units within 3 of it. So, okay. That's not moving either. So we're going to move units now because they've got a core objective. We're moving units with core objectives, which is rule 9.23 on page 28. Right. So they want to be checked in ascending order. I'm not looking at the reserve here. He's only going to be looked at when it comes to combat, which there might well be a look at combat. So selector number 1. Move towards an allied unit within 3 hexes. Well, this is within 3 hexes of the objective marker. More than one, because this is more than one. He moves to the nearest, then the easternmost. Well, he's already adjacent to this. He cannot step over there, which I'm not sure he would do anyway. Anyway, he can't do that. So he's not going to move. Selector number 5 is next. He would look at that unit and that unit, and he's adjacent to this. So he stays put. Unit 6 is the same, and he stays put as well, doesn't he? If able to reach more than one hex adjacent to an allied unit, move to a hex that would cause the allied unit to become surrounded, then to an unoccupied hex, then to the easternmost hex. So I don't. If more than one allied unit is eligible, as an eligible target, move towards the nearest. So this is all their target. I mean, he can't actually jump across the river anyway. No, he can't, because his zone of control is zone of control. And this guy can't move either. None of them are moving, are they? None of them are moving. No. Let's just go with that, Grant. You've not got enough time to be messing about. So all of them are just going to stay where they are. And then we're going to... Yeah, then we're going to... right. No, it's from the 18th you would place eligible active reserves on German detachments. So that doesn't come in yet. However, the active reserve will be considered when we conduct attacks, or if we conduct attacks. So 9.5 and ascending order. So it's this guy looking at this, doing a German attack determination. He's got a strength of 5. Coming across the river is half to 2. However, include all other active units not yet attacked that are adjacent. Well, there's none. Include all active German reserve units collegially be placed in hexes adjacent to the defending stack. Well, just that guy. He's a 2-step armored unit. And remember, he's got to be, when he placed, he's got to be able to trace reserve supply. So he can't be placed here, but he could be placed here. So he is. That's got 4 steps, and there are 2 steps. So that's 6. That's fine. So he could be placed there. So that's then going to be 7 strength, half to 3. So it's going to be 3 against 3. However, he's in a forest. That's 3 against 4. So that's not going to work, is it? Yeah, half strength coming across the river. He's in a forest, so it gives him a +1. So it's 3 against 4. Yeah, so that's a no. That's a no. But we can still consider the reserve to come in here and do the check here. So we've got this guy who's going to become the lead unit checking here. He's got a strength of 2. And then our 2, they're not coming across the river. That's 4. And then another 1, well, 2 halved across the river is 1. So that's 5. And that reserve can come in again, and no, he can't go the likes of there, but he could go here, or here, or here for that matter. But he's going to be placed across the river. So it's going to be 2, 4, 5 plus another 2 for the reserve unit. It's 7 against 3. So 7 against 3 is 2 to 1. He's getting no modifiers. Don't think. 7 against 3. That's 2 to 1. He's not adjacent to spy unit. So 2 to 1 odds here. Doing this check. Modifiers, it's not 16th. Attacker includes elites. No. The reserve's not elite as well. It's not an army group card, and there's no support card. So no modifiers, and it's 2 to 1 odds. So it needs to be quite a low roll, but 2 to 1's doable. Oh, that's a 10. As 0's a 10 in this game, isn't it? Yeah, that is. Yeah, 10 cancelled less than 4 to 1. So, yeah, 10 is cancelled with less than 4 to 1. And there was no modifiers. So that's cancelled. So nice and easy. The reserve does not get involved. That's only 2 attack checks to make. Yep. So where am I? So we've done our attack checks. Remove eligible active units to the reserve units box. Well, none of these are stacked to another unit. So none of these are going to bounce back to the reserves. Place IPs from the 20th. Remove disperse markers. That's it. So they've done nothing. It's tricky getting these guys working really. But I mean, 2 to 1 odds there. There was a chance. So that's our impulse done. That's that done. So we come to end the day phase. There's a better bit to look at this maybe in the book. End of day phase, yeah, let's look at this. Discard all unplayed cards in your hand, draw pile, return all combat chits to the cup. Okay, I'm going to do that. So hopefully we've no blundered there because they're all back in now. Hopefully that last attack went alright. Remove all dispersing out of fuel markers. Let's see, did we not have something that was dispersed? Up here maybe? Yeah, dispersal in there, which was hiding actually. So I want to say that's it though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just that one. So we remove that and check all the German detachment markers for removal and then advance the day marker to the next day on the calendar and start a new day. Right, so 15.3. This is a bit of a pain, but I mean, I'm only coming up in 30 minutes here, so this will turn this video into an hour and get the day finished, Grant. So, removal of detachments. If an active allied unit begins... No. During the end of day phase, if either allied or German supply cannot be traced to a detachment marker in a hex other than a town, city or Westwall hex, remove the marker. Making this check, all detachments possess zones of control. Detachment markers are not removed from town, city and Westwall hexes at this time. Right, let me go and look. You can look at the big picture. Remember the little brown cubes are also detachments, but we're not removing them from towns, cities or Westwall hexes at this moment. And I'm only going to remove them if either allied or German supply cannot be traced to them. So I'll maybe come back. I'll just pause this now and have a look. Right, this one there is the first one. Remember, these are Westwall. These are in Westwall, so we don't touch them just yet. This one, allied supply is not traceable with this. Remember, when we're checking this, detachments exert a zone of control, so I can't trace down along here. So allied supply not traceable. Right. Yeah, I'm just going to take some of these away because it's quite clear that they're not in allied supply. This one, can't trace across the German bridge. Can't trace across there. Yeah, so that's away as well. So, yeah, let me just remove some of these and then I'll come back. If there's any that look sort of interesting, I'll come back and show you. It's quite a few went away there. I think they were all quite clear. Just look at this one. I think allied supply is traceable to this because it can trace into this unit, can't I? So 1, 2 into Malmedy and then they trace up. Remember the Wunderheit doesn't exert a zone of control because it's bracketed. Yeah, that's right. And it's out of supply. I'm not sure if that comes in or not. I don't think that affects zone of control, but it's bracketed anyway, so it can trace into that unit. That's right, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it can be traced through into an enemy zone of control only if it occupied by a friendly unit. So 1, 2, then it's fine and it's away. So that one's okay. So let me look at some of these in the middle now. Right, just quickly looking through the first one there I looked at was it here? Yeah, and I'm doing them from right to left, top to bottom. That one is not able to trace allied supply. It can't go there, can't go there. It can go up. It can't go up there. So that one's away. This one is next. Can't go there, can't go there. Could go here and here, but it's not able to get through here. Oh, actually no, because there's a detachment there as well. So in fact, that's surrounded, that one. So that goes away. This one here is next in order. 1, 2, no, can't get down here. No, that's no ally supply traceable to that either. I don't believe. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think so. And next one is this one up here actually, because it's on the same line as that one. I like to go top to bottom. I think it's written that way. Well, you know what? This is surrounded, so no ally supply traceable to that. This one here might be okay. Although it might not be. No, I don't think it is, because we've got this German unit here. Well, hang on. Can it go 1, 2, 3? No, it can't. 1, 2, 3, 4. It can't reach this road here. I mean, it can come down this road. It can go, well, it can't go across this bridge because that's German zone of control, even though it's an allied bridge. No, it can't. I don't think it can trace ally supply. Can't go up here. No, I'm taking that one away as well. And there's one left. This guy. Now he must be able to trace ally supply. Yeah, into there, and he's away. Fine. And German supply, I'm sure isn't a problem. Is not. So that one's okay. That stays. So we only left that one. No, that was West Wall. There was another one, I think. That's West Wall. That one. And this one here it was, yeah. So that was the only two that were left. The rest are all West Walls and towns. Which get left just now. Okay. So that was rather hastily done though, so hopefully there's no blunders. Right, moving on to the 18th now, at long last. It's going to be in there somewhere. Yeah, you're going to make a mess there, Grant. Right, moving on to the 18th. And the start of a new day, at last. Right, that should be just over an hour of this. So that'll do me. Quite happy that I've been able to get up and finish another part there, to be honest. Okay, I'll get away for now. Oh, one last thing. We'll remove our little sugar cube there as well before we start the new day. So that means we can do our any one unit move for the day. And something just... Well, they weren't activated though, were they? I'm just realising that from this core objective's not been placed, and that unit's moved right along there. But I think it's only when they activate, and the reinforced battle didn't activate it, did it? I'll leave that one there with you guys. Maybe if you think that I should have activated that and placed it. I don't think it really is a big deal, because when they do activate, I will then place it. So it's maybe interesting that guy's moved along there though. Where does it go, this? 1106, which is it's back along there. On saying that, you know what, that's when that gets placed. Yeah, maybe it's rather strange that this hasn't been placed yet, because they've just not activated. When that gets placed, they're going to activate, and then in fact that's going to get removed right away, isn't it? Because there's not an allied unit in 3 hexes of it, is there? 1, 2, no, he's 4 away. Yeah, I'm just wondering if I maybe blundered with that. But I don't think these have activated at all, unless that counted. I don't think reinforcing a battle with a unit activates it as such. Okay, well, we'll come back to that later. I'll maybe have a look into that. So I'll be back with the next part when I can. Okay, cheers.